Hi guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sade Phillips. I'm 22 years old. I'm a mother of two, and I'm just gonna introduce you guys like kind of the start of my story, and then throughout the videos, um, I'll go a little bit more in depth. But this is more of like a overview of everything that I've been through the past 4 years, and I'm gonna title this all "It's Okay to Not Be Okay" because a lot of us aren't okay, and it's totally fine to not be okay. It's totally fine to, ask for help if you need it. It's totally fine, if you need to talk to someone, if you need to go check yourself in somewhere so those thoughts can be contained and worked through, then it's okay. But here we go. So, um, starting out my senior year, 2016, um, I had a pretty good year. Switched schools. That was kind of hard. Um, I was signed up to be in the military, so I was leaving shortly after graduation, so that was exciting. And then everything kind of took a turn for the worse once um, I started the military. Basic training, a lot had happened. I ended up getting discharged. A lot of you don't know that. It's not something I like to talk about, but it happened. So I got home late August of 2016, and I'd been home maybe a week, and I'd gotten to a point in my life where if I died, I didn't care. Like, it wouldn't have bugged me that that happened. So, sorry guys, this is emotional. Um, One day I decided to take all of my sleeping medication and depression medication and figured that that would make things okay. Like, no one would miss me. I didn't feel like anyone cared at that point, and I was just in a point in my life where, I was done. Um, thank God Nick had found me. I had texted him and my sister. Nick found me in enough time that they had lost me 3 or 4 times in the ambulance. I was non responsive when he found me, but thanks to Ball, I'm here today. It was really hard. I got put in the psych ward. I got put on tons of medication so I would be normal again. Um, so that was kind of like the start of my depression. Um, Not the end of it, but kind of like the mask part of it. So fast forward a few months later, I found out that I was pregnant with Ashton. Um, this is a shock because I was at a really rocky part of my life, and then I found out that I'm bringing a life into this world and had no idea what I was going to do. Um, but I feel like it was one of those things where God knew I needed him, and so he gave me him, and he's been the biggest blessing ever since. So fast forward, I had Ashton, and I didn't really struggle with postpartum with him. I worked for a little while, and then for the past roughly 2 years, few months, I've been a stay-at-home mom, which is rewarding more than anything in this world, but it's hard. Mentally, physically, emotionally draining. It's absolutely hard. Um, don't let anyone tell you any different. It's the best thing that I've ever done, but it is very, very hard on anyone who does it. So, um, going with that, when Ashton was 6 or 7 months, um, maybe a little older, I found out I was pregnant, but we had miscarried. So that sent a shock of um, crazy emotions. I started getting back to that place where I just didn't want to be around anybody. I didn't want to do anything. Thanks to the amazing support of my family, um, I got better. I really did. And I didn't need medication. I just needed out of my own head. That's what I needed. So, fast forward, about a month later, we found out that we were expecting Brantley. To our surprise, we weren't expecting it. So, it was kind of like another blessing in disguise. We didn't really expect it, but we were going to enjoy every single moment of it. Brantley came along. Now with him, I struggled with postpartum a lot. It was really hard because I was a stay-at-home mom of 2 babies that didn't get, you know, the time away that mom should have, which I'm not complaining. I'm very, very thankful that I get to stay home with the boys, but it's hard to not get that time to yourself and be able to, thoroughly think about things. And now we're going to today. With both boys being a stay-at-home mom, it's been really hard because throughout the 4 years, no, a little more than 4 years, I've lost both my brothers, and on that, that part of our family, that was really hard. So it kind of sent, all of us into that kind of being left alone, but wanting to all be together, if that makes any sense. That was really hard. Ashton, got to meet him once, and that was it. So that kind of, tore at my heartstrings. But yes, this is just an overview. I will go more into detail about things in my next video. But I just wanted to give you guys an overview of, who I am, my story, kind of what I've been through, and the situations. So let me know if you guys like this, don't like this, anything you want me to add, any questions you guys have. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share. Just all that I ask is if you guys have any negative things to say or judgmental things to say, please keep it to yourselves. I'm going out on a limb by sharing this whole life, journey kind of crisis with you guys. So I really appreciate it if just everyone that has something negative to say, just kind of keep to yourself. I don't really want to hear that. Positive feedback would be great, but like I said, just let me know if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to share or anything, and I will be making another video when I hear some of the feedback. Thank you guys.